How Whitney Houston let herself get to the point of losing 11 teeth. Whitney Houston had barely any teeth left. She had a wig sewn onto her remaining hair. Her face turned into a caricature of itself. Behind the harsh exterior was a tragic story. This is Whitney Houston's rise and fall. Music ran deep in her family. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a gospel singer. Her godmother was Aretha Franklin. As early as 5, Houston started singing gospel songs. She became a backup singer. She worked with Chaka Khan and Lou Rawls. Houston was discovered at a Manhattan nightclub. She was scouted by Clive Davis, the head of Arista Records. She was promptly signed to the label at 19. Davis got top songwriters to work on her debut album. Whitney Houston was released in 1985. It became the biggest-selling debut album ever. Houston had 7 consecutive #1 singles. At one point, she even surpassed the Beatles. By the late 1980s, her album sales exceeded 200 million. Houston was the most successful soul singer in history. She found success in Hollywood as well. In 1992, she starred in The Bodyguard. It featured her rendition of Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You." The song won a Grammy for Record of the Year. But Houston's part in the movie hit too close to home. She developed a diva mentality. Many said she was unpunctual and hard to work with. These claims were not without merit. Houston's drug abuse began to spiral out of control. Cocaine, marijuana, and pills became her vice. Houston's brother was the one who got her hooked, but he never anticipated how far things would go.
I feel responsible for what I let go so far.
The singer stopped making hit records. Her behavior became increasingly erratic. In 1992, she married hip-hop artist Bobby Brown. The couple welcomed a daughter, Bobby Christina. Their tumultuous relationship played out in public. The spouses were mutually abusive. Brown was charged with battery. Houston also admitted to hitting him. They eventually divorced in 2007. During their marriage, Houston checked into rehab twice. In 2001, she performed at a Michael Jackson tribute concert. She was so thin that rumors of her death soon started circulating.
"I'm either my best friend or my worst enemy,"
she said in 2002. By the 2010s, her voice had deteriorated. She couldn't hit her signature high notes. She tried to make a comeback. In 2009, Houston released her final album, I Look to You, but her promotional concert was a failure. The final chapter of this tragic story came in 2012. Houston arrived in LA for the Grammys. She decided to take a bath before the event. She was found by her assistant at 3:35 p.m. Houston was lying dead in the bathtub. It was filled with scorching hot water. She had burns on her back and skin slippage on her legs. The autopsy found even more unsavory details. There was a needle mark on her left elbow. She had scars from breast implants. She also had a wig sewn onto her hair. Her eyebrows were very sparse. 11 of her front teeth were missing. Houston had used a dental prosthesis to conceal it. It was a painful reminder of how addiction had ravaged her life.